Hello there and welcome back to another Feminist Knowledge Project video. I'm Samantha Whiteman and in this video it's going to be slightly different as I'll be talking about some photos that I took and they're linked to feminism. So the first photo that I want to talk about is this one showing my messy desk after getting ready to go out. And you know that I'm getting ready to go out because it's dark outside. Plus, when getting ready to go out, there's a big process. With hair, makeup, tan, nails, the whole process is so time consuming. So I created this photo by putting everything that I would use to go out on my desk. I wanted this photo to look messy and overwhelming, and this is a pretty accurate photo with the desk looking how it is by the time I'm rushing around. And when arranging the products, I did want it to look cluttered, however, to a point where you could still see all the products there is on the desk. So I used slightly cold and bright lighting, not just so you could see all the products, but I think slightly bright and colder light is quite harsh and can create a sense of dread with how cold it is and could show isolation due to the lack of warmth light. So using a sharp light as well just makes sure that you can focus on the amount of products as well. So in this photo, the symbolism is not just showing the time cost of it, but also the financial cost with just the amount of products, and it adds up. And as well, for each photo, I'm going to be talking about how I edited them as well. So in this one, I just increased the brightness to create more depth. I also slightly cropped the photo, and I did this because I wanted to get rid of the empty space as much as possible, just filling the photo in with the amount of products as well. Okay, so then the second photo shows a pair of heels after a night out. In this photo that I've chosen, I did not use the LED lights that I did with the first photo. I used the natural environment, and that was the street light. And this just made it seem more realistic as well, and I just wanted the shoes and the bag and my legs in frame to really focus on what I was trying to symbolise. And the symbolism in this one is the physical cost of being a woman, and the shoes represent more than just shoes. They symbolise the painful expectation placed on women every single day. So then editing this one was one that I didn't crop at all compared to the others, which I did crop most of them. So I didn't crop this one, and this was because I really like the negative space and almost feels like I'm walking out of the picture and really captures the movement. I also increased the brightness to the photo just so you could see the picture a bit better. I also increased the saturation as well, so the heels and part of my foot really stood out from the darkness of the photo. So the next photo is an imperfection in makeup. I created this photo by doing my makeup, doing eyeliner and messing up and zooming in the camera to my eye, also slightly tinning my head. So the symbolism of this photo is mental cost, as I know we aim to look perfect all the time, and the uneven eyeliner as a small mistake represents a constant expectation to look flawless all the time, and rubbing the eyeliner just shows frustration. So editing this photo, I cropped it to get the full effect of the close-up. I also added saturation pretty high on this one, and you can see it created a nice warmth tone to this photo. I think it added to the colour of my nail polish as well, unintentionally, so I really liked that. So then the next photo is me tidily taking off my makeup. You can see how tired I am, and this photo explores the exhaustion many women experience from constantly maintaining their appearances. I created this photo by just doing my makeup and taking it off on camera as well. This had props as well with the mirror, as you can see. I used different poses to see which one looked better on camera, and I changed the way I'd wipe my eye and face again to see which one looked better on camera. Then the symbolism of this is to show the physical cost and to also show the mental cost because it's not just taking off your makeup. So editing this one, this included cropping the background a bit better to focus on the subject, me. With the background as well, I just wanted a plain white background, again to focus, and I smoothed the background as well. It just showed that it was a bit darker in my room, and to show that it was at night. So then the next photo shows a weighing scale, and this one represents body image. In this photo you can see a weighing scale and a measuring tape around it. And this one shows, I think, all the costs of being a woman, but definitely mental cost. The need to be and look a certain way is implemented in girls at a very young age, but I understand that all genders can experience body dysmorphia. Although, according to the NHS in 2023, 42% of men tested for possible eating issues, where in women it was 77%. So for editing in this one, I again cropped it to get rid of the shadows, but also focuses the scale in the picture. I also used the erasing tool on the actual scale to make the scale seem whiter and just stand out a bit better. So next is this birth control picture, and in this photo you can see many birth control pills with the leaflet in the background. This one is to show the emotional cost of being a woman, but also the physical cost with the side effects, both short-term and long-term. Women taking the combined pill in the picture, long-term have a higher risk of having a stroke or a heart attack. Talking about women's health is really important as it is still underfunded, under-researched, and heavily misunderstood. The symbolism of this one shows the cost of being a woman physically and mentally. This one also actually had no editing done to it, as I didn't think it needed any. So then lastly is this photo showing me on a phone call after a night out. So then this one is just me calling someone after a night out, and you can see that I also have my keys in my hand. So women often have to take more safety precautions on a night out than men do. Whether that's staying with friends all the time, making sure people at home know your location, watching your drink, not taking random drinks of people, making sure that your phone battery is high enough, and even taking Uber with friends, and just generally being aware of your surroundings. And keeping safe is so important, and I wanted this photo to show that. So I chose to go with the natural lighting again to be more realistic and keep the background dark. In this photo as well, you can see my phone lighting up my face. It also made my face a bit blurry, which I really liked. And a detail in this photo, like I said, is me holding my keys in the other hand, showing that I feel unsafe in the said surroundings, and you can see me alone and without anyone else there. And the symbolism of this one shows the mental cost of being a woman on a night out. So for editing this one, I just cropped to get rid of some shadows. I also increased the saturation to make me stand out and the background a bit darker. I wanted to make the background darker so I stuck out more, and making the background darker makes it just more unknown. It also makes the viewer easier to see me in the photo. Okay, so that is all my photos. I hope you really liked this video, and if you like this video, go check out other Feminist Knowledge Project videos. Bye!